Hello, welcome to the Content Beach. This is Raya once again going live because I feel inspired to talk. So, today we will be talking about funnels. Okay, so I just let that one finish. So, hello, welcome, have a seat. And today I want to talk about funnels and what it means. And again, I want to make this very relatable and easy for anyone who's new in this industry. So, if you want to be an online expert, a coach, a consultant, and an educator, and you want to bring your expertise online by teaching, by coaching, or providing trainings, this episode is for you. So if you, okay, I have a little bit of chaos outside. Maybe I just put a little background music and maybe we can just loop that. Okay, let's just let that just be a filler so I don't have to cancel this recording or live. Okay, so a funnel is a way for you to get your audience into your digital ecosystem, aka your sales pipeline. And why is that important? Because that's how you nurture your audience. And again, there are many ways of doing this. You don't have to do this. So, my what I'd always say is take what you need and discard what you don't. So if this system, if you think this would apply to you, great. If not, then it's okay too. Okay, so you might want to have a pipeline of consistent opt ins in your system. And so, what is an opt in? Someone who will give you their email addresses so they you can run later on email campaigns to, of course, number one, to nurture them because they're your audience, they trust you. Or maybe not yet, maybe they want to see if you're a good fit for them. Maybe they want to see if you have um relatable content. Maybe they just want to know you, they want to get to know you more before they buy. So the top of the funnel usually is your website. Now, there are other ways of describing a funnel because in its technical term, in in, for example, Kajabi, they have this funnel, quote unquote funnel builder, which starts with a web page or a landing page or a sales page where someone gives you their email addresses and it automatically redirects to the next step and the next step and the next step. So that is a funnel. But it doesn't have to be that kind of funnel. And you can create a website or a sales page or a landing page, a standalone one, and then connect it through automations, which would then achieve the same goal, which is at the end of the day, they will buy. Okay, so why is it important for you to have this kind of system? Why not just have a page, a form, and then that's it? Okay, so now this is going to be more of because when they sign up for whatever offerings that you have, for example, a free something. Now, I have seen some educators or coaches who say, oh, you don't have to provide all the free, all the free, and you can just ask for the sale right away. But if that is how you want it, this episode is not for you. So I'm sorry. Okay, so I always start with building the trust with your audience. So it's all about them and then you offering I'd say value. I just saw this earlier on Instagram and said stop providing value, just ask, just just sell. But okay, they didn't say it that crass. Yeah, but when you provide value, it's easier to ask for the sale later on. So when someone joins your email list, so the landing page, and hey, give me your email address and then I will send you this free information or guide. Or hey, give me your email address and you will receive instant access to this free something. Or hey, give me your email address and join this summit or webinar. Or something like, hey, give me your email address and I will um sign you up for my free community. So those are all the starting point of a funnel. At any time that someone gives you their digital footprint, I'd say, and you have chance to nurture and retarget them later on through emails. I'm talking about emails at this for this one. That is the funnel. So what happens after someone signs up? So you have their email address and they need to see value inside your community, inside your content, inside inside their in, inside the download that you have provided. And once they get that value, they leave. Maybe they will unsubscribe. So the goal there is you nurture them enough to keep them in the system because no one, or maybe there are, I wouldn't say no one. So nurture them with series of emails. Who are you? What are your services? And probably what are your values? How do you, it's just like more of warming them up to see if they're a good, if you or your products would be a good fit for them. Okay. And then after that, depending on their behavior, did they open your email? Did they click anything in the email that you sent? Did they unsubscribe? Did they engage? So those are the key metrics that you need to look out for. Because from there, you can analyze their behavior, which would then trigger the system or your automations to class to, I'd say, tag and segment these audience and then push them into another sequence. For example, someone clicks learn more, and this learn more is about your product or something about you or anything. You can automatically tag that. And when someone gets tagged accordingly, now you know where to segment them next time for next email campaign. So after that nurture or at any time, you can run them to another sequence, email sequence, would then be warming them up for your services. For example, you have several, and this one, and at any time during your nurture campaign, you have set a trigger for example, they click on coaching. And then from that coaching trigger, you can run them to another coaching sequence, which is which is great. And then from there, you can build up your credibility as a coach and then direct them to a free, maybe a free 15 minute 15-minute discovery call on how you can help them, or a free audit, or a free this and that. So those are just ideas. And then, depending again on their behavior, you can keep nurturing them for other campaigns that you have in the future, or just run them through your evergreen email, nurture email, until you're ready to, I mean, until they qualify, quote unquote, qualify behavior wise for another email sequence. And so here's another tip. For example, you are running a heavy marketing campaign because you have a launch, but you have thousands, or maybe couple of okay, I have a background noise, so I'm going to play a little background music here. Okay, so for example, you hear, for example, there is, okay, where am I? This is what happens. Okay, so for example, you are running heavily on kind of like an email campaign, or for example, Black Friday, and you don't want to bombard everyone on your list that, hey, join this, hey, buy this, hey, sign up this. It would be a great way for you to provide, hey, you don't want to receive this campaign, do not unsubscribe, just click this so you will not receive anything about this campaign, i.e., Black Friday sale. So those are the ways, I would say. So that's the reason why you have the funnel. Going back to the top level of our topic here. So having a funnel is a great way to nurture your audience, honestly. So I always believe on doing it not very tacky, unless, I would say that, unless it's your brand. There are many ways of doing this, but a funnel is a great way to nurture your audience for later on building up your reputation inside their mailbox, inside their inbox. If they like your emails, if they think that it's valuable, all the more that they would likely engage with your content or your emails. So, what does engagement mean? So, anytime that someone doesn't delete your email immediately, or at any time someone opts to click on your email, open it, probably forward it, probably click on the link, or at least show any interest that they like what you are offering, then that is a good engagement. So, from there, it's for you to set more automations so you can convert it convert those email addresses or audience into a sale. And I hope that is kind of relatable. So that's just the I think general uh, lesson that I want to share for today. So I hope you get some value from that. And I'm going to end this episode actually really quite early today. Yeah. And I'm quite proud of myself for that. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to this episode. Again, this is Raya. Visit my website www.wethrivebydesign.com if you need help with your digital content marketing or trainings, especially for Kajabi trainings and these types of automations and digital ecosystem. I'd say, yeah, digital ecosystem improvements. Okay, I'm spacing out. Thank you so much for listening and till the next live.